A Point P Truth Talk, we're going to get into a little bit more right here on checked your 5G lately. Remember this? Whoa, blast from the past, right? Well, we're going to get into this little phone, its little bits and pieces, and why it's so important. You know, what's going on with what's behind the door, okay? And then we'll talk a little bit more about these right here, these little bit more advanced ones, you know, that came out not too much long later. Again, join us right here. Let's get into it.
Nokia 7110 in your hand, you have the world at your fingertips. Turn and click to write a message. Use the Navi roller to select from up to 1,000 names, each with up to 5 numbers and 2 rows of text. Life is too short to stand in line. The Nokia 7110 supports World Wide Web, mobile media mode, an open standard which connects to services and text information on the internet. Book tickets, check timetables, do your banking. Why search when you can find? Join a news service and receive only the news and information that interests you. Real-time stock prices or news about your company. To one place. Check your email or have fax headers sent straight to your phone. To make it easier to use all these services, the Nokia 7110 has a huge display, large fonts and predictive text input to make writing much faster. With a built-in dictionary, you can write faster and easier. In the Nokia 7110, the internet meets the cellular network. Global information meets individual freedom. The Nokia 7110.
Folks, I'm sure you saw that coverage on that little phone right there. What an old school Nokia. It's Shane Stewart here from Point P Truth Talk. Checked your 5G lately. So the key is about this talk and what you read during the music montage was about this right here. That little information right there. Okay? Now look how old. It used to be called an ESN number. Okay, when you changed your service over, you had to give them the new ESN number. Now it's an SMID or an IMSID. They did upgrade it onto the new phones, and as you can see, you would have allocated battery systems that would also have that. So, with that being said, I'd like to show you another aspect with this other little phone. I'll open it up here. This is a little Samsung phone, okay? And let me get the battery out here. 1 second, guys. This is the Samsung, and look, same exact information. Now look there, that's where it changed to the IMEI. I used to work for a company called Convergence Corporation. At that company, we did third-party allocated services for Sprint. Now, I want you to take notice to this key here. Let's look at the key. I want to draw this out for you guys. Descriptive key, location points. You have a primary in blue, or purple, excuse me. I think I'm getting colorblind, you guys. That might be a great thing. We all need that. Primary A in purple, subsidiary in B, and local in C blue. Okay, so let's go with the primary. Now, as you know, this information goes phone to phone. It is your personal ID. A lot of folks are worried about people. I'm going to take a little walk out here right quick to grab my other marker. Say hello, Lou. You're famous. Hi. Hi, Lou. Okay. So getting back to the drawing board here, we look at our current situation. Okay, and we'll call this the world. With that being said, you have primary allocates that are in block situations in pinpoint areas all over the world. Okay, those main hubs, I know my drawings might be crappy, those main hubs will be our our primaries A. Now, when this phone needs to call, we'll say, this is me, okay? And I need to call Bob over here. Now, I'm going to give a ring, but I'm over here. Shane's way over here. And Bob's going to be way down here. Okay. This is a different part of the planet. I might be in the United States. He might be, sorry for the focus, you all. He might be in, Australia or something, right? So Shane gives a call to Bob. Well, that signal's got to go through that specific old school ESN, or now, since this era, the IMEI or SMID. Okay, all the way to your smartphone. Now, this is basic talk, text, email, basic stuff. Got a little bit more, you got to get on some chats here and there. Maybe some MySpace on this. I don't know. Okay, so Shane hits a ring. Boom. It's got to find one of these towers. Whatever one it decides, it allocates that moment. Jot it down. It goes to find the tower nearest to Bob. So it pings over here. We'll do that in the blue. Pit, 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 ping. Then Bob gets a hit from that tower. Well, guess what? His IMEI was also logged there, just like mine. Okay? That's off just the primaries. So that gives us how many ratios to 1 of how many times it keeps track of where we are in the world. Now, let's get a little deeper with this. Let's dig a little deeper. Open your minds, folks. Now let's go to subsidiary, and we'll go with the other color. Let me get my top here, folks. I'm a little messy. I've been doing some stuff from property next door. Okay, so here we are with this. Now let's take a look at our subsidiary. It's actually pink, but to me it looks kind of red. Now let's just say our subsidiaries are far more vast in an array of spots. Do we understand that ratio per person of how many times when Shane hits the dial on this one, that actual hit from the primary on down to the sub gets pinged? Oh, and by the way, let's say Shane took a trip the next 2 days over to here, and he decided to be calling from Spain. Okay? Same situation. Now, this tower has logged this. For how long? Forever. And who has proprietary information to these towers, which are our primaries, and these towers, which are our subs? Let's not forget the locals. Locals are thousands within thousands within thousands of those towers to smaller, much more harmful 5G boxes. You can find them at your local schools, Walmart, even in your homes, especially if you're in a small area in which, the houses are really close together, those fancy subdivisions, new places. So hopefully this will give you an idea. Now, think about that and the actual numbers going into a ratio per person of logged pings since this phone, since that phone, and now what's in my hand recording this very video. Now I want to share with you that on our next segment of this video, how that all ties into what you think you might have saw when you were scrolling down on your Facebook and you were thinking about something, and all of a sudden you see this store ad that ultimately looks or seems like it's exactly what you wanted. That's because now the big ticket in all this is this right here. The AI. The invisible, almost yet translucent part of the big picture that now has control of all of this, built over a long period of time, and then I'll get a different color, and then rebuilt into what? A quantum algorithm that did what? Trick you. And it's continuing to do it. Why do you think big tech censorship is so big right now? Why do you think doctors are shutting up, lawyers are shutting up, nurses are coming out? But think about it. That AI, that invisible, almost translucent machine that is there, is now taking all of that information. So if you think for 2 seconds that they don't know where you are and where to pull the plug and what to do with it, well, you need to look at some of my other videos of waking up, some of the information on COVID, some of the information on other things. Gosh, on our channel we do like Joe Biden, by the way. Hint, hint. And get your shots, folks. Hint, hint. I just want to say, I hope this helps a little bit within the ideal of how much more advanced this basic information that some of you just may not know can help you to understand the next part. Now, in our other video where we're going to be visiting the sites, we'll see how this larger site can be transmitted between companies on these proprietary private sites on private land, and who actually owns that. That's the UK stuff I was talking about. These are actually all the way into papacy, Spain, Italy, that stuff. So that tells you what's going on with the information. How do you think the where you go in and do your option for who you want to do some stuff? What do you think happened with that? So there you go. Hopefully this helps out a lot, guys. May God bless you so much. Thank you for joining in today.